What's up, minions? Welcome back to the channel here for today. Demon of Empire speaking. In this video, I will be giving you guys my review for episodes 2 and 3 of Gotham, Legend of the Dark Knight. Now, before I go any further, I do want to point out that I will be discussing spoilers for episodes 1 through 3 of the final season of Gotham. So for those who haven't watched the episodes yet and do not want to be spoiled, I'll give you guys a brief moment to click off the video. So now, without further ado, let's get right into it. So I want to start this video off by letting you guys know that I wasn't able to do a review for episode 2 by itself a couple weeks ago due to issues I was having with audio recording. With that said, I've decided to do my review for episodes 2 and 3 together in one video. I also wanted to address something I forgot to mention in my review for the first episode, the status of the Riddler. In episode 1 of the final season, Edward Nygma found himself waking up in various locations throughout Gotham City, whilst having no memory of how he wound up in said locations. Now, I did have a problem with this when the episode first came out, mainly because it was never explicitly explained how the Riddler went from, at the end of last season, stabbing Lee Tompkins and getting stabbed by Lee Tompkins, to living in some random ass apartment, you know? Anyways, when we last left off at the end of episode 1, Tabitha was killed trying to take out the Penguin, which led Barbara Keene to seek vengeance against him and his people. We also found out about a certain witch who could help cure Selina's paralysis. In episode 2, Gordon finds out about a group of children being held hostage and used as slave labor by one of the gangs controlling the city. With no other options, Gordon reaches out to Barbara Keene, who agrees to provide vehicles for the GCPD. In exchange, they both agree to work together against the Penguin. While this is happening, Bruce Wayne is busy tracking down the so-called witch, as mentioned earlier, who turns out to be Selina's former friend, Ivy Pepper, aka Poison Ivy, being held captive by a group of strangers. Being the deceptive character she is, Poison Ivy tricks Bruce into helping her escape, at which point Ivy kills all 3 of her captors, without giving any one of them a chance to fight back. In the end, Bruce manages to get what he needs to help Selina, but he also finds out that this so-called seed he is given could unleash something dark inside Selina. Bruce warns her about this, but as far as Selina is concerned, she's already dead, so she might as well take a chance, you know. So she eats the seed, and a few minutes later it causes her to have a seizure. Then, within just a few hours, she is back on her feet again. But as the scene draws to a close, it becomes clear that Selina is no longer the same. As episode 3 begins, Penguin finds out that some of his own people have been defecting to an area called Haven, a safe zone overseen by Jim Gordon. As the episode progresses, he finds out that most, if not all of his people had defected. In response, he prepares to launch an attack on Haven with the help of one of the gangs. But the gang that Penguin works with double-crosses him and locks him in a cell with Gordon. Working together, both Gordon and the Penguin manage to escape their cells and defeat the gang. But soon after achieving this, various buildings within the safe zone are set ablaze. Meanwhile, Selina Kyle is hell-bent on revenge for what Jeremiah Valeska had done to her at the end of last season. She asks Bruce to help her find him, and they both head into the Dark Zone, an area filled with Jeremiah's thugs. As they head into the Dark Zone, Bruce and Selina come across a group of thugs, and must take them on together. But Selina appears to take things a little bit too far with one of the thugs, which prompts Bruce to use a grapple to get Selina off of him. Selina is hopeful that she can find and kill Jeremiah Valeska by herself, but instead she falls into a trap. Meanwhile, Bruce is using the darkness to his advantage to help him deal with the guards. Even when it's clear that Selina is outmatched, she still insists on seeking revenge against Jeremiah. Overall, I have to say, there isn't really much I can complain about with episodes 2 and 3, other than the fact that they still haven't done much to explain what happened with the Riddler, and we still haven't seen a return of Lee Tompkins just yet. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see when it comes to that. But on that note, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And I'll see you guys again for the next one. Take care. And as always, peace and love to everyone.